One of the things I often get asked about is stress and how can we best handle stress. And stress is one of the most overused words we have in our language today. You can just think about it when someone asks you how you are and how often the response is, "I'm so stressed." But really, what do we mean by that? And what is causing us this stress? Often I've found in my experience, it's when I suppose we're just in that situation of feeling overwhelmed and we just can't, I suppose, achieve what we want to achieve. There's too much coming in, we can't manage it that well, and then we just sort of fall in a bit of a heap. Now we know stress is a problem. We know, number one, it's bad for our health. It's not good for our relationships if we're running around stressed all the time, and really we're not going to be that productive. And so many corporations and organizations right this moment have a lot of employees that are at a really high level of stress, and so it's something that we need to work on, and I think we can work on it individually. It can start with planning, it can start with being more productive, but the bottom line from my perspective is getting ourselves physiologically right. And that starts with getting really good sleep and going to bed at an optimal time and waking up at a consistent time. And then starting with a really good morning routine, identifying what you want to achieve for that day, and also just realizing what's the worst thing that can happen. What is the worst thing that can happen if you don't get something done? Most of the time, my stress, I know from my experience, much of it has been my worry or my anxiety. And most of the time, these concerns never really came to fruition. So if you can keep it right in context, get really good sleep, have a decent exercise program, have a good morning routine to start your day right. I think that's important, to put it all in perspective and to realize that at the end of the day, what's the worst thing that can happen? Do we want to keep rushing around forever, feeling overwhelmed, or just putting it in context? Because life is much better than we probably sometimes think it is because of this stress. And don't get caught up in the stress of others. If you've got a boss that's stressed, if you've got co-workers that are always stressed, then maybe have a chat to them about relaxing. In the day, if you're feeling it's all too much, get outside, go for a 5-10 minute walk. Just use that opportunity rather than being locked in your office, and because most of the time you're not that productive for all that time, so you can have that break. Anyway, if you ever want to chat about this, please contact me, and happy to listen, because even though I say it about what we can do, I'm also one that gets myself in this situation. Anyway, have a great day.